and welcome to Commissioner's Corner. I'm your host, Lois Leonard, and thanks for joining us today. Hunger is not a problem just facing those in poverty. It's a challenge faced by our working and middle-class neighbors. The Mayor's Office of Food Access wants everyone to have nutritious food, and joining us today to help us understand how Boston is rising to that challenge is their director, Catalina Lopez-Ospina. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Lois, for having me here.
Oh, we're very happy to have you here. I think this is a very important subject to discuss, and
Yes,
I'd like to begin, if you could describe for us, how big of an issue is this in the city of Boston?
It is a big issue, Lois, and it's a silent issue. 16.6% of the Boston residents that are food insecure. That means they don't know when the next meal comes from. That means there are many kids that go to school without have breakfast or have dinner. There are many people going to work and they cannot have meals during the day. And this is a big issue for the mayor and for our office.
Compared to other cities in the country, how do you think Boston fares with this problem?
I think overall in the United States, food insecurity and hunger is a big issue. The city of Boston has a high number that we cannot say, like with food insecurity, you cannot say what is lower or no, because even if it's one person facing food insecurity, there are too many.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about why are why is the cost of food so high, do you think, here in this area? What are some of the challenges? The prices are high, the high cost of housing, utility bills. Do these all contribute to this issue?
Yes. Healthy food, it is very expensive and not everyone can afford. And people who are facing food insecurity have to, in many occasions, to face this question of I pay my help for housing or I eat. I pay for transportation, or I buy my dinner tonight. And in some cases, and most of the cases, people leave food as a second choice. And this is a big thing that we know that we can help them to do that, to increase the buying power.
You mentioned earlier that this problem was a silent issue.
Yes, it's a silent issue because not everyone is going to be proud to say, I haven't had lunch today. There are a lot of stigmas about talk about your problems, and people don't want to make sure that go for resources and say, yes, I have the money, that I need your help. Right. That is the reason that is silence. We always think that food insecurity and hunger is just for people who is low income, but this is across the board.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Right. You mentioned earlier, we're not just talking about hunger, but we're also talking about having nutritious food, healthy foods. So whether we're discussing our well-nourished children to our vibrant aging community, it seems that this has a direct correlation to a thriving city.
Yes, it is. And it's funny because we had a lot of conversation with our community members, and everyone who is saying that they don't have money to buy food, they always talking about healthy food. Just like if we have $5 more in our wallet, we will use that money to buy vegetables, and we will use that to buy fruit. And these all ages are asking for that help. It's like if we have the money, that's what we're getting.
If we have the money.
If we have the money.
So the city is doing what they can to try to provide healthier foods and try to support.
Yeah, we're trying to bring healthy food to the city and increase the buying power of those that doesn't have the money to do it.
Right, let's try to stretch that dollar.
Right, it's like food insecurity is a big issue for thriving lives. And the Greater Boston Food Bank just released a study about the cause of the food insecurity in the healthcare system, and they say that over $2 billion we are losing on health just because we are not nursing well, we are not feeding well our kids and our residents.
That's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money that we can be using in other programs, so like better education and better food programs and better community organizations doing great things in the community. I mean, that's the reason food insecurity is one of the priorities for this administration, for Mayor Ward's administration, and for our office.
Of course, and if we have a well-fed child going to school and they're having a productive day in school, that leads to doing well in the job as an adult. We've got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
In fact, you have some great summer programs coming up that are hoping to help this. One of your programs is called Books and Bites.
Yeah.
I love that name.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Books and Bites is a part of the bigger program they call Boston Eats. It's a partnership between Project Bread, the YMCA, and our office. What we're trying to do is fill the school gap meal. I mean, when the kids are outside during the summer and the families rely on the schools to feed their kids, they are missing that part. And in so many cases, they cannot afford feed the kids. And that's when we are coming with this program, the Boston Eats. We are providing youth 18 or younger meals every day throughout the city, and some of the places are the Boston Public Libraries. That's the reason we call it Books and Bites.
Right.
Yeah, because we are not just bringing kids to the library to get the meals. We are connecting them with other resources that the Boston Public Libraries offers, like a safety space to be there, because we know that not all the parents can pay for summer camp, and they need a place to leave the kids.
Yeah.
And in occasion, they leave the kids at the library, and we are trying to
So
help
this is
them.
for children under 18. Is there a minimum age?
No, there are no minimum age. When the kid can eat what we give him, there's all by the.
And is this available in all the public libraries throughout the city?
No, we have 4 libraries this year. We have Marapan Library, we have East Boston Public Library, Dorchester, and Grow Hall Library. Our goal for the next couple of years, or next several years, is cover all the libraries.
To increase that.
Yeah, increase that and cover across the city.
What are the hours?
The hours, there are 11 to 3, and we provide lunch and we provide a snack. I mean, 11 to noon is the lunch, and if they're gonna stay there for longer, we are providing a snack too.
That's a wonderful program. Is this 5 days a week, or?
Yes, there is 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and this program will roll up on June 9 and then go to the end of August.
And does a parent need to sign their child up for this? You just show up?
This is the beauty of this program.
Yeah.
They just need to go and ask for a meal, and we will give them a meal.
And are parents, are they able to just drop their child off for that time period? How does that, especially with the younger children, how does that work?
This should not be that way. We want parents to be with the kids because we cannot be responsible for the safety of the kids after that. In occasion, kids come to us just by themselves, and we, of course, we're going to provide them the
the
meals.
older ones,
Yeah.
that you can accommodate that.
Yeah, and all the kids that are coming to us, they will get fed, but we are hoping the parents come with the kids.
Sure.
And also it's because it's just more than the food that we are providing. We are connecting them with other resources. And you cannot talk, we cannot talk with a 3-year-old kid like, this is the other places, or are you a SNAP user? That is more information that just fit the kids.
Okay, and you have let's talk about another summer program you have. It's called Lunch on the Lawn.
Oh yeah, Lunch on the Lawn is other location of the summer meal site. That is at City Hall Plaza.
Okay.
And we opened this location there because we are trying to capture all the youth employees that are working during the summer at downtown Boston and in City Hall. And this is our goal. We are aiming for them to go there.
So Lunch on the Lawn, right outside of City Hall, Government Center.
Yeah.
And what are the hours?
They are the same, like 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 to 2:30. We are not having a snack this year there, but we have the lunch.
Okay, and again,
everyone is welcome, and
party on the lawn.
We do have party on the lawn. We have a lot of activities because it's not just give it down. It's like provide a safe space for them to spend the day, and we have like music, and we're Zumba for kids. We are doing a good programming for them to just be in a safe space and enjoy.
And that's Monday through Friday also?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
How is this being funded?
summer meals is funded through USDA funds. That is a federal program, and it's a nationwide program.
The Lunch on the Lawn program sounds wonderful and a great way to get the community together as well. So we'll look forward to that this summer. But your office also supports almost 30 different farmers markets. I certainly enjoyed shopping them. So how does that contribute?
Yeah, I also enjoy shopping there, and I always waiting for like the summer to start. And we want all Bostonians be able to shop there and join that, and it's like a great place for the community, for families, for kids. And what we are doing is putting a lot of effort on the all farmers market in the Boston area have access to a SNAP. That means it's like SNAP is a federal program that used to be called food stamp, and is a supplemental. Oh, you see, that's the reason I don't say it.
That's okay. That's why we call it SNAP.
Yeah, it's a supplemental nutritional assistance program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody said this was easy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And what I mean is allow to low-income residents to use that card at the farmers market.
Great.
And buy fruit and vegetables. We are also supporting the HIT program, that is the Health Incentive Program. That is a statewide program that is managed through the Department of Transitional Assistance. What the program does is they stretch the SNAP dollars at the farmers market.
Great.
When the SNAP users go there, the money that is spent on fruit and vegetables get reimbursed in their card. I mean, it's like that. Yep, and that's the reason that we are putting a lot of effort to all the farmers market and all vendors. They are ready to receive the SNAP card.
Okay, and I'm sure for those who are interested in perhaps being involved in the farmers markets or being a vendor, they can always go to your website, get a little more information about how to get involved.
They can go to our website, or they can call us, and we'll like walk them through all the process.
You know, while I was looking on your website, and of course we'll be showing the your address throughout the show so that people can go online as well. While I was browsing through your website, I came upon your food resource maps. Tell us a little bit, what kind of information can be found?
Yeah, the food resource map is a great tool for our constituents. This was designed by the Boston Public Health Commission and the Do It team in the city of Boston. And what it is like all the food resources in the city of Boston that are in just one place, and they can find farmers market, they can find where to get free meals, where they can find summer sites, senior sites, where they can find help to be part of the SNAP program. And yeah, and it's like, I think this has been very popular, and we are going through the second batch this year, and we have two versions of this map. The one that we can provide them at the office, and at all health centers have the map to give
hard copies.
The hard copies.
Yeah.
And it's all the city of Boston. We also have the one pager that is for neighborhoods, and there are print friendly. I mean, everyone can go to our website and just like print them. And we have the map in 7 languages. I mean, like language is not a barrier here. And we have in Portuguese, in Spanish, in Chinese, traditional Chinese, in Vietnamese, in Creole, Haitian Creole, in Portuguese Creole, and in English.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
And they're also listed by neighborhood. You
and
can
they're
just
listed
tap
by
on your neighborhood that you're interested in looking.
Yeah, and that's why we say like the one pager, it's like just by neighborhoods.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Your office does a lot of things. So how do you also help the food pantries?
Yeah, we provide mini grants through the Boston Food Bank.
Okay.
And what this does is allow the food pantries at the neighborhood keep well stocked year round. And because we know there are a lot of people in the city of Boston who rely on that to get their meals.
Your office also has a Boston Food Access Council.
Yes.
Now the council meets 4 times a year.
Yes, they do.
And discussing issues, discussing solutions. But what's really important that I thought great was that it's open to the public.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that we are very lucky that Mayor Walsh is willing to do. He wants people be part of the government, and this is one of the parts. Like, we open the meeting is because we want to hear from the residents. What are the needs? What are the inputs? If our plan is actually like fixing those needs, if we are addressing the right problems. And the council is, we convened the council last year, and we have 21 members, and there are different organizations. There are from base grassroots organization, community partners, nonprofit organizations, philanthropic like groups, and we are all there together because we are hoping we can come up with a plan, and they can help us to identify the gaps that the city can fill there, just to make the city of Boston a more food secure place.
And where would one, how does one find out where the meetings are being held and when they're being held?
They are in our webpage, and always there, and we have the invitation open for everyone. If they have any question, they can just call us, and we will give all the details.
Let's talk about how we can help. Are there volunteer opportunities? You know, going to the meetings, of course, would be a terrific way to start, to be involved and to get informed. But what other volunteer opportunities are there?
Yeah, we are a very small team, and extra hands are always welcome. We have internships open, and those interns can help us with collecting data, constituent contact, develop a program. I mean, these are very wide range of opportunities that the citizens can help us.
And of course, there's also, if you don't have time, but you have a little extra money that you'd like to contribute, there are many ways to donate you know, financially.
We have the Can Share fundraising that's been for many, many years in the city of Boston, and is in our webpage too. The money that they put in that grant, we are using the money just to support the programs, to support like, it's 100% for funding for programs. It's no any other like publicity or administration costs. Everything that we receive is just for funding programs.
Maybe as we wrap up our conversation today, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what your future goals might be for the Office of Food Access.
Yeah, I think, like, knowing how the Mayor Walsh is like thinking about the city of Boston and his priorities for the Office of Food Access, our priority is create a very robust like kids meal programs that include school meals, include after school meals, include summer meals, because we cannot allow kids go hungry, and that is our priority. Other of my goals is that through this office we can increase people power to buy the food. We don't want they keep relying on programs because they want to be part of the economy and they want to feel empowered about that. And we want to give them the access to do that. And we also this year, we are working really hard to fight against the federal, no, fight is not the word, but like support our programs. It's like, you know, we are know that the federal government is like beating very hard to people in difficult situations, and we are working really hard with the Mayor Walsh to fight for those resources that are available and they don't go away.
And those are great goals for our city, and we thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Great. We'll see you again soon, I hope. All right. And thank you, our viewers, for watching. To find out more about what we've talked about today, please visit boston.gov/food. And if you watch us regularly, you may have noticed a common message that we hope to send. We strive to bring you as much information about our city as possible, and we hope that encourages you to be curious, be active, and be helpful. Get involved and support the city you live in. I'm Lois Leonard, and we'll see you next time on Commissioner's Corner.